From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Growing Legacies, and Riva University.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today, the Ministry of Defence and the Indian Air Force were forced to approach the Delhi High Court seeking a ban on Netflix and Dharma Productions movie Gunjan Saxena because it has twisted facts. And most unfortunately, it appears to have made a deliberate attempt to portray the Indian Armed Forces in a negative light. Here is what the Indian Air Force is raising serious objections to, and then we debate.
Titled Gunjan Saxena, The Kargil Girl, a film that claims to be a biopic of the first woman combat aviator to fly into a war zone during the Kargil War. Released on the 12th of August, this film has been in controversy ever since. Now the Ministry of Defence and IAF have knocked the doors of the court, seeking a ban on the film for negative portrayal of the forces.
The Delhi High Court's also gone ahead and said that the matter will be heard on the September 18th while issuing notices to both Netflix as well as Dharma Productions to respond to the petition. The Delhi High Court has also gone ahead and said that the Indian Air Force should be removed as a party because the central government was enough to represent both the parties in the case, and also that Gunjan Saxena, the Air Force pilot on which the movie is based, should be added as a party to the case to see what she has to say about this entire issue. It will now be on the September 18th when the Delhi High Court is going to be taking up this matter for hearing, which will decide whether or not the Centre and the Indian Air Force plea of getting Gunjan Saxena off Netflix is going to be allowed or not by the High Court.
IAF's objections included projection of male officers as being misogynists, projection of the lady officer as weak, and that officers felt threatened by her. Today, women IAF officers are soaring the skies, flying fighter jets like MiG-21.
The best thing about being in aviation sector, that to Indian Air Force, is when you fly an aircraft is a machine. It does not know that the person controlling me or the person sitting behind me is a male or a female. It will behave in a very similar way. So, be it a boy or a girl, they have to be equally competent, they have to be equally professional.
Women officers can now get permanent commission in the army. Can the forces still be portrayed as regressive and misogynistic? Is there a deliberate attempt to distort facts for eyeballs? Let's debate.
So there are two arguments that we need to look at, Bhavna Somaya. The first one is about the argument of creative license, which takes me to the question that should Netflix, which makes money by having a large presence in India, be allowed to abuse and attack the Indian Air Force by producing such a film? Second is the issue of creative license. Now let's not imagine this is a fictional situation. It's not a fictional situation. She's not a fictional character. It's a biopic set in a real context. So question is, let's describe a scene. And Bhavna Somaya, I want you to begin the debate with Air Marshal P.K. Borbora. Air Marshal Borbora is former Vice Chief of Air Staff. Delighted to have you, sir, on the program. We have Shazia Elmi, we have Harinder Sikka, who's ex-Navy, author and writer, and we'll have Captain Anubha Rathore also with us. And Akashdeep Sabir, Bhavna Somaya, Fauzia Arshi film director, and Satish Kishan Jandani is a managing partner of Pioneer Legal. Now, I have all of you on the other side. Let me describe a scene for you. The Indian Air Force is a terrible place, according to the film. And a woman officer enters Udhampur Air Base, Air Marshal Barbara, and she's not allowed to fly any sorties. Everybody else is going through their sorties. She's clearly told, nobody will fly with you. So the first thing which this Karan Johar film tells everyone is that in the Indian Air Force, you may get into the Indian Air Force, wear an Air Force uniform, be taken in as a trainee pilot, but you are not allowed to fly planes. So this is one, what they claim is reality, that she's not allowed to fly any sorties. Then, when eventually somebody steps in, the commanding officer steps in, tells, please allow her. When she does well, one day she's told to give a briefing. When she does a briefing, and this is the film, she's standing before a lot of male officers, and suddenly the senior most officer in the room stands up and says, Air Marshal Barbara, that Gunjan Saxena, please move away. Women don't do briefings. And a man is then called in and said that you may be second best, she may be best, but only men do briefings. And then she says, can you hear me, Air Marshal Barbara? Can you hear me? Then she says, can you hear me, sir? Yeah,
Yes, please,
I just want to make sure you're hearing me. Then she says, she
Yes,
tells
sir.
the officer, what is my fault? Why can't I do the briefing? And the Indian Air Force officer says, because Indian Air Force officers are such terrible people, he says, you want to know what is your fault in this Karan Johar film? I just come here, sit down, pulls a chair, across the table they sit. Give me your hand, the officer says. The officer holds her hand and he says, you and I will now do arm wrestling, panja. This is creative license, it's insane, Shazia. And then he takes her hand and he starts physically assaulting her. He takes her hand, Indian Air Force officer, and keeps pushing the hand down till her hand, her bones almost break, and the Indian Air Force officer holds Gunjan Saksena's hand, a fellow officer's hand, in the front of all men and keeps hitting it on the table mercilessly till it bleeds. This we are told is what happens in the Indian Air Force. And these people have actually produced this film. I'd like you to respond. Air Marshal Barbara, are women physically assaulted by fellow officers in the presence of fellow officers in the Indian Air Force?
Thank you very much for having me here, because I was one of those controversies which started with woman fighter pilot controversy about 12 years back. Now, my frank and honest opinion will be, firstly, this film has been made by whoever the producer and directors are, which I know their names, but no names taken. But the fact lies, what are films? Films are nothing else but a commercial game to make money. Listen, after 62, 65, 71, we've had many movies being created. There was Hum Dono, there was Hakikat, and some of these movies. There was song and dance being done by Devanand and Party. Some lady came in and it's a warlike situation. You think that actually happens? So if these are not lies, what are they? I have served the Indian Air Force for 40.5 years. I have been in a certain directorate which inspected the whole of Indian Air Force 3 times. I was also commanding officer of a base, a crew of another base, and also the Commander-in-Chief of Eastern Air Command, Western Air Command, and Vice Chief of Indian Air Force. Except for maybe one odd aberration which I am not fully aware of, it is very sad that for money you will produce a movie which is not factual and with the lady participating who's talking like that. Now, I remember in 1994, I was posted in Bagdogra and the first two ladies officers joined the Indian Air Force. I'm not talking of your ATC officers or medical officers. We took certain decisions to ensure that the lady officers are not only respected, they are given equal opportunities to perform like their male counterparts, but we have to give them a good foundation because they were the first two to join the Indian Air Force. And I think we did a wonderful job. Why? Why did we do a wonderful job? Why am I praising Indian Air Force? Why is it that Indian Air Force has the maximum number of ladies who have joined Indian Air Force after the Supreme Court order, or even before that we had the maximum number of ladies?
Very true.
Why is it that Indian Air Force officer, my own coursemate's daughter, joined the Indian Air Force? If the father knew that Indian Air Force is so biased towards the ladies not coming to wherever they were and biased for the male gender, would he have allowed his daughter to join Indian Air Force? Why is it that almost 60 to 70% of lady officers who are married, who are now married to Indian Air Force officers, if they thought it was so bad, that the male crowd is so bad, will someone please answer these basic questions instead of Karan Johar and people making their money? I can tell you one thing, after this movie, they will run a loss because of having made this movie. Because you can't tell lies to the Indian public. You can sensationalize.
Yeah. You can put masala. You know, you can put lies.
You can't. You can't.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah. Now what has happened? There definitely must be an aberration or two, because we are individual human beings. But an institutional like Indian Air Force, when these lady officers served under me, and I've seen them grow and they have done very well. I am very proud of the lady officers. Yes, I was one of the propagators to say there should be fighter pilots at that time. I think it was 2009 or something of that nature. At that time, we were not ready for fighter pilots. But I can promise you, I have seen lady officers who are going to deliver a baby 2 days later, standing and doing her job with her hands on her back because of the weight in front. Aren't we proud of them?
Amazing.
We are very proud.
So this, I want to just bring out
what I feel bad. Why are people so money?
No, what I feel, what I feel terrible about is this, that, and by the way, it's very interesting that this Karan Johar film, it's on an aside, I also want to mention, there is one scene, Shazia, where Gunjan Saksena's father tells her, and Gunjan Saxena, after being selected to the Indian Air Force, has a moment of anxiety, and she calls out her father in the middle of the night, and they sit on a dining table and they talk. And Gunjan Saxena tells the father that, Dad, I'm only entering the Indian Air Force because I want to be a pilot, not because I'm a patriot. Note the words. And the father says, whoever told you you need to be a patriot? And goes on to say that क्या ये something to the effect, क्या आपको भारत माता की जय बोलने की जरूरत है इंडियन एयर फोर्स ज्वाइन करने के लिए? You see, my point is, I really doubt if Gunjan Saksena's father would ever have sat with her and told her that you don't need to say Bharat Mata ki jai. You see, the very political line.
Absolutely.
It's a very political line being injected into a film about the Indian Air Force. But
it is deliberately used. Arnab, I have two problems with this. First of all, to use sexism as a mere spice to spike your ratings, I think it's terrible and it has to be condemned. Sexism is very serious and it has to be taken up very seriously and with all decency. But the fact of the matter is that it's being used here in a context to malign an institution such as Indian Air Force, which we just heard Admiral Babara describe as an institution that respects and encourages women officers.
Bhavna Somaya, can you explain what is the reason for this?
Who go through childbirth and I want to appear the next day to be on duty.
I think
it's very terrible that this negative portrayal is being done.
Yeah, I want to ask Bhavna why, Shazia,
particularly this production house,
because we are being told,
to answer for.
Yeah, we are being told that women are not allowed to fly sorties, lie. We are told that women officers are made to arm wrestle with male officers if they want to fly, that they are physically assaulted before male officers, that the commanding officers of the unit tell the woman officer when she enters that women don't belong here, which absolutely doesn't happen. We are also told, Bhavna, that women officers are socially ostracized. Nobody likes to sit with them. Nobody eats with them. Why is all this being done, Bhavna? You can tell the story without speaking such lies, no?
Leave that.
Arnab, I was told that what do you feel about the presentation of the film, and I said that I don't have any problem with the presentation of Gunjan Saxena, and that is exactly what I have come on the show for. For me, the film works, the character works, and I don't see it in the context that you guys are selectively taking out scenes and seeing it in a different perspective.
Just a minute.
Let me finish.
Let me finish. Just a minute. Which context?
No. When you're saying that the other male colleagues are not sitting with her and eating and drinking in the mess, or you're saying the senior officer takes her hand and puts it down to a point she's bleeding, it is all leading to a particular thing, and eventually the story is concentrating on her.
It's not a story, it's a reality. One second, you're presenting it as reality to people. It's a biopic, for God's sake, Captain Anubha Rathore. See, it's a biopic. You are not making a fictional film. You are making it the name of... What do you mean, so what? It's about Kargil. It's about our Indian Air Force. It's about our Indian Air Force. You are creating... No, it's about our Indian Air Force. Then speak to someone who has served in the army, Captain Anubha Rathore. Anubha, it's a reality.
I want to say that you cannot name a film on person alive, make it a biopic, and then present all the distorted, not at all things close to fact. They all are fictional.
It is telling the story of her
story of courage, but how it is told when you make a fiction. Why do you go about biopic? There are many movies which are made on armed forces. You can always, make another movie. But why make a biopic and then show something which is not fact at all? We are so proud of our institutions. It is, the Air Force, the Army, they all are institutions. And then you present it this way that, okay, we are not patriot. We just go there to follow a hobby, a dream, which is not true at all. I think all the lady officers who are there, they are very, very patriotic and very motivated. I'm sorry to say what kind of message this movie gets.
Akashdeep,
it is just a money-making thing. It has got nothing to do with reality.
You come in here and say, excuse me, ma'am, I've heard everyone. Can you just allow me to speak now? My point to you is that Gunjan Saxena has given the rights to her story, and she must have narrated incidents where
I'm sorry, but this is the Indian Air Force has told. No, one second. I think I need to place it on perspective.
Why did it take 70 years?
1 minute.
Arnab,
1 minute. Just 1 minute.
Why did it take 70 years to get women with full commission into the armed forces?
Will you listen to what... Akash, listen.
Was there not a resistance?
You know nothing about the Indian Armed Forces, so please wait a while. The Indian Armed Forces show extreme respect to women officers.
I'm not giving an answer.
And
you
need 1 minute.
Absolutely.
Don't speak more than you know. The Indian Air Force is an equal opportunities
Arnab, I'm
employer.
asking
You
you a
cannot
question.
take
I'm
liberties
not-
and say this woman served her country despite being ill-treated by the Indian Air Force. The whole narrative, you're telling me about narratives. You want to know what
Arnab, I've
narrative
read
is?
her own
The
articles where
narrative
she has
is,
said-
the
she
narrative
has
is,
said that
Harinder,
not every-
Harinder, no,
she
Harinder
said-
is on, Harinder,
Gunjan has herself
Harinder,
said-
now Akashdeep, I don't want to shout, I said.
Gunjan has said that not everyone was happy or on the same page.
Well, 1 minute, please. It's about our Indian Air Force. Okay.
Gunjan
so let
has said
Harinder
it.
speak.
Gunjan
Let
has said
Harinder
it.
speak. Let Harinder speak. Harinder.
Arnab, it's very shocking to hear what the lady had to say. I'm actually sad that a woman has said like this. I suffered personally in Razi, where the narrative was changed and a clip was made by somebody in Pakistan, I think, which showed a woman, the protagonist, in a wrong light, in a depressed state, as if a Kashmiri Muslim woman had done a damage or something wrong to protect or fight for India. The whole aim was to show India in bad light. In Balaji, there was a film in which a colonel's uniform was torn, and this was acceptable. Had we not made a noise and hue and cry, this film would have gone on to the Balaji and to the rest of the world. And we went on to give a Padma Shri. Go on. You go on. There was a movie called Razi, so-called Ghazi attack.
Harinder, let me give you one more example.
That movie had no sensibilities of ranks and profile.
To set it in context, I want to ask
I'll
Fawzia
just
and
finish
Satish.
one more thing.
All right, sure, please.
Just
Go
one more.
Go on.
One more example, please. The same person who is not patriot, who is shown that he is leftist or at somebody's pressure has demeaned India, is now asked to make a film, a biopic on Sam Manekshaw. The films of such patriots, IPR of that belongs to defense services, armed forces, and cannot be misused and misutilized by any Tom, Dick and Harry or leftist or somebody who's not patriotic.
I also want
you cannot demean the armed forces. We shed our blood down there.
We're discussing creative liberty and the whole idea here, and I feel terrible about it because please, Bhavna for a minute. Bhavna for a minute. Bhavna, I just want to get Fawzia and Satish Kishan Chandani also is. You see, there is an attempt and a clear attempt to show that the entire chain of command in the Indian Air Force is anti-women, which is completely untrue. Women get the maximum opportunities, equal opportunities in the Indian Armed Forces more than any other set of services anywhere in the world. And my question is, Fawzia, why is it that Bollywood always is anti-India?
When were they commissioned into the armed forces?
When you talk about Sarabjit, let me give you two examples. Fawzia, 1 minute. Let me complete my point. Unlike you, listen to me. I substantiate my point. Bollywood is anti-India, and I substantiate my point by saying the following.
No question
Bollywood is anti-India. Bollywood is anti-India because of the following reason. It is
not at all.
Well, saying no will not help you, Bhavna. I will substantiate my point. Then you argue with me. Let me substantiate my point.
Saying no, but
Let me substantiate. Saying no won't help you. Saying no won't help you. Saying no will not help you. I will substantiate my point. I will substantiate my point. I will substantiate my point. Then you respond. Fawzia, I say Bollywood is anti-India for the simple reason.
We will substantiate with 1 million films where we.
Yeah, when you commercialize it. But let me make my point, and if you can be so kind as to listen to me, Fawzia. Fawzia, listen to me. Fawzia, listen to me and then respond, please. I'll give you an example. Sarabjit was brutally killed in a Pakistani jail on the instructions of the ISI by fellow inmates in a jail in Lahore, I think. But if you see the film Sarabjit, the Pakistanis are presented as very humane, sensitive, simple people fighting for Sarabjit till the end. Humane people, right? And they sent back Sarabjit's body. If you look at Sarabjit, the film, it's very pro-Pakistan. It's entire narrative, right? Why was it? Acha, on the other side, Gunjan Saxena, Indian Air Force, terrible Indian Air Force, stereotypical, misogynistic, beating women inside the cantonments, assaulting them, telling a woman officer, there is not even a washroom for you because you don't belong here. You will not be allowed to use a washroom because you don't belong here. Now they'll say to me, Bhavna will say, no, creative liberty license allowed. Why? No, is this allowed? Is this allowed? Is it a lie? It's a lie. And the Indian Air Force, you're making your money using the name of the Indian Air Force. The Indian Air Force challenges you in court, tells you to delete scenes, and you're so arrogant, you say, we won't listen to you. Your film is on the Indian Air Force. And you're fighting them. There's no respect for your own country's institutions, and Karan Johar will fight the Indian Air Force in the courts of this country. Karan Johar will fight so much arrogance. So much arrogance that you will fight the people of this country and the Indian Air Force. You want to know where the people of this country stand. Does Karan Johar not know? How could you do this? Fawzia, you explain to me. Explain to me.
Yes. See, there is a shut up game going on in India, which is really not very good.
What is a shut up game?
Bad.
What is a shut up game? Are women officers beaten in front of men before doing sorties? Is that a shut up game?
Want us to speak anything.
No, but Fawzia.
If it is, if it is shown,
what is shown?
See,
what is it shown about the Air Force of America? No, it is shown about the Air Force of my country.
In UP, and you have to listen to me. Arnab ji, you have to listen to me. In Bulandshahr, UP, a constable was raped by his senior officer. Will you deny that? The FIR was done. So you cannot say.
No, one second. What does that have to do with what I'm debating? What does that have to do with what I'm debating? One minute. What is that got to do with what I'm saying? I'm saying that you have shown that female Air Force officers were never to be seen as officers. You have tried to vilify the Air Force and its ethos and get away with it with a 57-word disclaimer. You are making money. It's a reality check. I want to tell you one thing. No, one second. The Indian Air Force has been actively championing women to touch the sky with glory. You don't understand what you are doing. You have no right. There are women who are wearing the uniform. You are insulting them as well.
The officers.
Karan Johar should pull out this film. Netflix has to pull out this film.
Being first.
Netflix cannot operate in India if it does this about the Indian Air Force. If Netflix becomes a platform to vilify the Indian Air Force, forget what happens in courts. The people of India will reject it. How dare they?
No, they will not reject it because
of course they will.
It happens. And
okay, fine. Then Karan Johar and Netflix on one side, the people of India on the other. It happens. It doesn't happen. It does not happen. How can you say it happens?
No,
what do you mean happens?
This is India.
What do you mean happens? This is India. Oh, this is India. This is my Indian Air Force. You don't know my country. You don't know the Indian Air Force. What are you talking about? Do you know? Have you worn the uniform? Then debate here with Captain Anubha Rathore. She's worn the uniform.
We very well know and we respect it.
My entire family is in the Indian Armed Forces. Please.
We are not questioning.
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Fair enough.
You have no idea. What you don't have an idea about, you should shut up about.
We are not disrespecting defense.
Everything is...
No, the portrayal of the Air Force. But you are. Anubha Rathore.
Yes, I would like to make a point here. If the Indian Air Force was so bad, women were really not respected there and given their due, why women would go in the court and would demand for a permanent commission in the Air Force?
And get it.
So it is.
Captain Anubha, tell them and get it.
Exactly.
And get it.
This is happening.
This will happen and get it. And it is with open arms the Air Force has, welcomed women there. So I don't know why. It is
rarely women are joining the Indian Air Force. What do you know? What do you mean rarely women are joining the Indian Air Force? What you don't know about? Why do you Bollywood people speak about?
How many women are there in Indian Air Force?
I think I want Satish Kishanjandani. This is absolutely, it is an illegal, patently illegal act.
No, and the films are the reflection of whatever is happening in the society.
No, it's not. It's not. If it is a reflection,
And we
then this
should
is the
not shut
opposite.
the mouth
It's
of the
not.
films.
It's not about shutting the mouth. It's about
It is.
lying. You know what cheating
is.
is? You know what about cheating is? You are cheating the viewers.
No, it's
You
not
are lying and cheating to the
You
viewers.
tell me.
You are lying and
You
cheating
tell
to the
me.
viewers. You will have to prove that this incident happened.
No, we
Karan
can't.
Johar will
Arnab,
have to prove.
Arnab.
Karan Johar has to prove with evidence that Gunjan Saxena was made to arm wrestle and physically assaulted before officers in the Indian Air Force. Karan Johar has to prove that, Satish. It is my country, my country's Air Force.
I agree.
You are taking
No, so
liberty.
I think-
It is our country's Air Force. You are taking liberties.
Absolutely.
So it's important, what is important here is whether the facts based on which the film has been made is true. It may not be fully accurate because no movie can be 100% accurate. There could be creativity, dramatization, but it cannot cross a particular line. So
tell
I
me-
think till the
so
time
tell me,
it's been
Satish,
factually correct.
according to Karan Johar's film, the following facts are there. And I have Air Marshal P.K. Borbora with me. Let me tell you, Air Marshal P.K. Borbora has the maximum experience. Don't tell me about Kargil. During Kargil, if there was one man who knows exactly what happened, it is the person who was wearing the uniform. Very respected man as a pilot as well as an officer and a leader. Now you are telling me that under the chain of command of people like Air Marshal Borbora, okay, who's live with you by the way, Indian Air Force women who were entered were told you are going to be denied washrooms because women can't have washrooms because women are not supposed to be there. You are also saying that women were not allowed to fly any sorties, allowed to fly any planes. You are also telling me that women were made to arm wrestle with officers to the point of being physically assaulted. They were socially ostracized and their hands were bloodied. And you basically are saying that the Indian Air Force told women officers that they don't belong. Now debate with me. I want to know whether the countries with Dharma Productions and Karan Johar and Netflix on one side or the Indian Air Force on the other. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, Arnab, may I come in? Arnab, may I come in, please? It's a very important point.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, I wish on this debate my wife was here.
Sir.
She was there in Bagdogra when the first two ladies came in. We moved male officers out of their rooms to accommodate the lady officers. We looked after their security and their well-being in such a manner that my wife will say that why are you giving them so many privileges when you're not giving the privileges to the male officers? She was actually taking it back on us as senior officers, saying that you all are spoiling them. Two occasions. One of the lady officers, an aircraft was passing by from Bagdogra going to Bangalore, where her hometown was. So she asked, may I go on this aircraft? Is coming back after 4 days. Please go. Please go and visit your parents and come back. You all are new to this environment. 3 weeks later, after she came back, another aircraft was going to Bangalore. She came crying to me. He said, the boss is not allowing me to go on leave. I said, you have joined the Air Force not to take free rides on aircraft to go to Bangalore and back and Bangalore and back. But yet, we looked after them in such a manner that 70% of them have got married to Air Force officers. Now, one of your lady panelists had made a statement about a constable getting raped in UP. Yeah, constable ka education dekho and look at the education of Indian Air Force officers.
Absolutely.
You compare them with...
You mean to say a
No, you are taking it in a different direction. She's going to make it political. I don't want to allow it. I'm on a very focused subject. Once again, Air Marshal Borbora, Shazia is also coming in on the debate. The fact of the matter is, viewers, the Indian Air Force launched the Ladki Hume, which goes out to shatter all prejudices. Do these people, does Dharma Productions know that the higher command in the Indian Air Force has been the biggest supporter of women in the forces? And it was then Air Chief Air Marshal Arup Raha who said in 2018 that we have women pilots flying transport aircraft and helicopters. We are now planning to induct them. They're already there in the medical corps.
Why can't we?
Medical corps is there, transport aircraft, helicopters, and we now plan to induct them in the fighter stream to meet the aspirations of young women of India. So why are you doing this portrayal is the issue. Shazia.
It's also relating to an event.
I have a small point to make. I think that was a very insane analogy that was presented by Ms. Fawzia by comparing the officers to the constable and what happened. And there have been many in-custody rapes. And I'll be the first one to call out sexism. But I want to make a point. If the lady Gunjan that we're talking about, whose own colleague, Shri Vidya Rajan, totally denies and says that this is false. And if this lady herself has been made to be now a party, to be a party in the court, in the case itself.
I think it is very important that somewhere people of India become a party in this case, because
be a patriot.
Exactly.
Why would she be? Why would she join?
No, viewers, it has become a pattern to insult our forces. And I also will say this, that on OTT platforms, if they have decided that drug abuse and crime are to be glamorized, right? Drug abuse and crime in small towns of India is to be glamorized. And I'm not taking a name. Everyone knows the series that is being heavily promoted. And now my question is this, at least on issues that impact India, sovereignty, and our armed forces, there can be no compromise. Ladies and gentlemen, let's frame rules on that. Thank you for that debate.